Good morning everybody, happy Sunday. Welcome back to my channel, My Sanction Number 8. My name is Zara and I'm the founder and creator of this channel and My Sanction Number 8, the brand. Thank you for being here and thank you for watching. It's Sunday today. Starting this video off in a very glamorous setting of the bathroom, which is mid-renovation. We have ordered the paint, the limewash paint, which is arriving on Wednesday. So I thought in the meantime, I would crack on with some of the other jobs that need to be done in here, including I'm upcycling the mirror that goes on this little space here. So I thought I would show you that today and take you through that in this video. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to antique and upcycle a mirror. It's really straightforward, it's really super easy, and it's a great way of changing up your mirror, adding some interest, upcycling, keeping what you already have. And I think anyway, it just elevates the look and feel of a mirror to just give it that little bit of edge of, you know, class. It's a great effect. I've done it a few times before. It's super simple, as I say, and looks really effective. So let me show you how. So as I say, this is the space where the mirror was. We are keeping the mirror that was here, and this is the mirror, just here. It's very plain, it's very basic. It's literally just a square piece of mirror. But I wanted to keep it because actually it fills this space really well. Anything that I would change it to would probably be more of like a rounder, more organic shaped mirror. But because of this little kind of alcove type thing that's been created with the wall, I just felt, for me anyway, I just thought a round shape is going to clash against those square lines. Plus, it is a small room, so as I say, this takes up, you can see where it takes up a really nice amount of space in that area. And so it just adds a lot more light to the room. And obviously, if I went for a rounder shaped mirror, that would be lessened. So being the size that it is, it just creates a lot more light, a lot more of a spacious feel. So we're going to keep it. And like I say, we are going to antique it. So yeah, let's get into it and I will show you how. It's really simple. That, for reference, is the limewash colour that we're using from Bauer Colour. It's called Bone. But our full bathroom renovation video, I will link it if I've done that before, but I have a feeling this video might go up first. Anyway, once it's up, I'll edit it and I'll put it in the description box. Let's get going. Firstly, I hope you can hear me. It is blowing a gale out here today and I've had to create a makeshift workshop because I'm working on a really big piece at the moment that I don't currently have space in where I currently work to fit, so we're outside. Anyway, so first things first. Oh, this is the mirror. As you can see, very square, very basic. And the first thing to do, step one, is we need to remove this backing, and to do this I'm going to use a paint stripper. Okay, so this is the paint stripper that I'm using. If I'm honest, I don't have a huge amount of experience when it comes to paint strippers, but I found this one that I've used before and it seems to work quite well. I went with this one though because it is water-based, and as much as I'm sure they can be, this one's as environmentally friendly as they can be. So the first things first, super easy. Okay, literally I'm just going to put a really nice thick layer across all of the back of the mirror. And this is just going to lift off this back layer. And then, once that's done, we're going to leave it for probably, I'll come back and check on it in about 10 minutes or so. There is no particular method with this, it's just literally getting a really thick layer on. These are quite liberal and generous, and we just literally want to coat the entire back of the mirror. I'm not sure what's going to happen with these sticky bits, but we'll see. So now we're going to leave it for about 10 minutes and then we'll come back and see how it's getting on. Right, it is the next day. I ended up leaving this paint stripper on all night. I've just scraped it off with this very rusty scraper. Now, it's being quite stubborn. What I wanted was for most of this to come up. So what I'm going to do is, you can see it's kind of come away at the edges a little bit, but I'm going to go in with another layer of paint stripper, leave that, come back to it again, and then what I'll probably do is, once that's all off, I will give it a good old scrub, and then we will continue with the next stage. Okay, second layer of paint stripper is on. I've not touched these little sections where it has fully come away. I do not want to touch that yet. So I've gone around it with the paint stripper. So we'll leave it again. We'll come back to it and see how it's going in a little while. Right guys, when I tell you this mirror has been the hardest, most tedious mirror that I've ever antiqued, I'm not lying. This has been a couple of days now and I've just literally let this sit on here. This top layer just hasn't been shifting, but so hopefully if you give this a whirl, it'll be much more straightforward. Previously, whenever I've done this, the paint stripper lifts off this back layer really easily. It's only now that you can kind of see it's starting to come away. And this is basically what you want. You're wanting this kind of metallic layer underneath to show through. So I'm going to keep scraping. And hopefully in not too far off future, all of this is what you'll see across the whole thing. Let's see. Okay, we finally have basically got all of the backing off of the mirror. And it took quite a while, not going to lie, but there was kind of like a tipping point where it just suddenly started to work and was bubbling up and stuff. So as I said before, just keep persevering. If you find that it's being a bit tricky to come off, just keep at it. Anyway, so let us continue. So the next stage is to start creating that kind of antique effect on the mirror. And after stripping off that top layer on the back of the mirror, we are now left with the metallic layer, and I will show you what I mean. So you will be left with essentially this. I need to give it a good old wipe down with some water. There's actually a little bit here that I've not removed. There it goes. Now I've left some of these pieces. I don't want to go too crazy at these bits. I've been going at it for such a long time now. And what I don't want to do is to damage the metallic any more than it already has done. Some places is where the strip has been on for quite a long time. Tiny little gaps in the metallic layer have started to appear, such as here. Hence why I'm not going to go crazy and try and get these last few bits off. We're just going to go with it and go with how it is and go from there. So as I say, the next stage is to start creating this metallic effect, this antique effect. And we're basically going to, a bit like these little gaps that have appeared, we're going to start creating, we want to create some little holes and some cracks and some little spots of imperfection in this metallic layer. So to begin antiquing this mirror, we need to start creating some imperfections in this metallic layer that you've now uncovered after your paint stripping. So to do this, we want to create some imperfections. So to do this, we are going to use some diluted bleach. I would say about a 50-50 or a 60-40 ratio bleach to water. Now, I've got some in a spray bottle. We're going to be spraying it. This is just rubbish, discarded spray bottles. I put it in here, I've decanted it in here. And we're basically going to lightly spray across the back of the mirror, allow the bleach to dissolve this metallic layer in the places where the bleach has hit it. So I'm just going to go in very lightly. I don't want to go crazy with this mirror, and the paint stripper, as I say, has taken away a few spots already, so I'm not going to go too crazy. You can obviously go as heavy as you like depending on how antiqued you want your mirror to be. So very lightly spray across the back of your mirror. Now, one thing I like to do is you can concentrate it more along the outside, the edges of your mirror, just to get that really aged, like so. Okay, I'm not going to go too crazy. I'm going to leave it at that. What you can also do is use a tiny bit of kitchen roll, just a sheet of kitchen roll, and you can go in with your kitchen roll and just gently dab the bleach, especially if you've got any bigger drops that you want to get off. You can dab them off. Now, you will see this happen quite instantaneously. You can see where the bleach has literally corroded the metallic layer. So then what we're going to do is go in with, again, a kitchen roll, and we're going to literally dab that bleach off. Now, I should say it's important, obviously you are using bleach, so do be careful. Wear protective mask, goggles if needs be, when you are using the bleach because of the smell. Right, that is fine. I've got all the bleach off. That's quite heavy. I wouldn't ordinarily go this heavy with the bleach, but we're going to stick with it and we're going to see how it comes out. So I actually think with this mirror I've gone too overboard with the bleach, as you can see. So it may just end up being more of a decorative mirror in the house rather than a functional one. But that's okay. We're going with it and the process is still the same. Like I say, it's just go easy with the bleach. It does work very quickly, as you can see. So we're now going to go in with the spray paint. I'm going to go really lightly just over these gaps. It's kind of very up to you. This is all down, this is your mirror, it's what works for you. But now, I'm outside doing this, but nevertheless, you should really wear a mask for this with the spray paint. So just a word of warning, I just go in very, very lightly. Right, now I'm going to go in with a bit of black. I've finished spraying. I'm happy with it. I've kept checking up onto the underside of the mirror, and now I'm going to leave it to dry. I mean, I kind of like this as a piece of artwork anyway, so all else fails, we have a piece of art. The mirror is back up, and this is a perfect example of going too far with the bleach. I'm obsessed with it. I love how it looks. The question will remain as to how functional it is as a mirror in the bathroom. Cabinets are still to go up there, but I think it looks beautiful. So even if we don't keep it in this room, we will definitely use it somewhere else in the house because I think it looks great, just so effective. You can see all the detailing. So I was looking back at the rest of my video and editing it yesterday, and I realised I did a really bad job at telling you what I was doing. So with the spray paint, I used a black and I used like a coppery rose gold colour. And I mixed both of them in no particular order, just to give that kind of more authentic aged look. So you can see where it's come through the gaps, you can see more of the browny coppery colour, you can see the black, and yeah, just up close, I just think it looks great. Obviously it's not going to be to everybody's taste, but if you love that kind of aged, rustic look, almost a bit industrial as well, I guess, then I think this is kind of the perfect option. As I say, we will definitely use it somewhere in the house. It's if we don't keep it here. Currently, my thought process is that it's not necessarily the most functional mirror for in here. All we have is this other small round one, which we'll probably be keeping as well. Yeah, but we'll see. I think it'll be a shame if we don't keep it, because I do think it looks great in this space. And once the cabinet's back up on that wall, the front of the cabinet doors are going to be crittled a little bit. It would look great. Anyway, so that is basically how to antique a mirror. And like I say, this is a perfect example of how you must go really, really easy on your bleach. I've made a mistake with my own process. So yeah, a perfect example of how it can look if you go too far on the bleach. So please go, if you do this process, go really, really easy with it. If you don't want to go too crazy, this is what can happen. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope this has been useful if you are interested in doing this for your own mirrors at home. Please let me know in the comments if you do this yourself, how you get on. Please send me pictures. If you haven't already, then please like and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. And please keep a lookout for our full bathroom refresh video, which will also be on the way. The bathroom is hopefully going to be finished off this weekend. If you want to check that out as well, then please do. And yeah, see you soon. Lots of love.